On a desolate, moonlit night, a lone traveler embarked on a journey down a winding road shrouded in mist. The air was thick with an unsettling stillness as the tires of the car whispered against the cracked asphalt. The traveler, a weary soul seeking refuge, couldn't shake the feeling of eyes watching from the shadows. As the road twisted deeper into the heart of the forest, the trees closed in, creating an eerie canopy that swallowed the feeble glow of the headlights. Strange shapes danced at the edge of visibility, playing tricks on the traveler's mind. Unsettling whispers seemed to emanate from the very fabric of the night. Suddenly, the car sputtered and coughed, its engine gasping for breath. Panic gripped the traveler as the vehicle lurched to a halt. Alone, surrounded by an impenetrable darkness, they hesitated before reluctantly stepping out into the chilling night. The fog clung to the road like ghostly fingers, distorting reality. The traveler felt an inexplicable pull, urging them to walk further into the unknown. The silence was shattered by distant, mournful howls that sent shivers down their spine. As they walked, the road seemed to stretch endlessly, leading to a realm beyond imagination. Unseen eyes followed their every move, and whispers grew louder, carrying fragmented words that echoed with despair. Shadows danced on the periphery, taking shape and dissolving into the inky blackness. A flickering lamppost revealed a weathered sign, barely legible in the dim light. It read "Abandoned Town Ahead." The traveler's heart raced as they approached the spectral remnants of a forgotten settlement. Derelict houses stood like gravestones, windows staring like vacant eyes into the void. In the silence, a child's laughter echoed through the desolation. Cold sweat dripped down the traveler's spine as they hesitated, torn between the urge to flee and the curiosity that gripped their senses. The laughter twisted into anguished cries, and the air grew thicker with sorrow. Haunted figures emerged from the shadows, their faces obscured by darkness. They moved silently, their ghostly presence weaving a tale of tragedy. Each step echoed the pain of a bygone era, and the traveler felt the weight of unseen sorrows pressing on their soul. As they ventured deeper into the heart of the abandoned town, a distant tolling bell resonated, signaling a presence that transcended the physical realm. The traveler's breath caught in their throat as they realized they were no longer alone. Spectral beings surrounded them, their mournful gazes pleading for release. In the center of the ghostly town square, a dilapidated mansion loomed, its facade adorned with twisted vines and broken windows. The air hummed with an otherworldly energy, and the traveler felt compelled to enter, driven by a force beyond their understanding. As they crossed the threshold, the air grew colder, and ethereal whispers coalesced into a chilling chorus. Each room told a story of lives cut short, of dreams shattered, and of a darkness that clung to the very walls. The traveler stumbled upon a room filled with faded photographs, each capturing a fleeting moment of joy before succumbing to the town's tragic fate. In the decrepit ballroom, a phantom orchestra played a melancholic symphony, its haunting notes reverberating through the traveler's very soul. Shadows waltzed in the pale moonlight, dancing to a tune that transcended the boundaries of time. As the night wore on, the traveler became entangled in the web of the town's sorrowful history. The spirits sought solace, yearning to share their stories, and the traveler, now a reluctant witness to the unfolding tragedy, felt a responsibility to bear witness to the tales of the forsaken. With each revelation, the town's spectral inhabitants grew more agitated, their restless energy intensifying. The traveler realized that only by acknowledging the pain and confronting the shadows of the past could they hope to find a way out of this haunted tapestry. In a climactic moment, the traveler stood at the town's edge, facing the ethereal congregation. A collective wail pierced the night as the spirits, freed from their silent torment, ascended into the unknown. The town, once steeped in sorrow, gradually faded into the mist, leaving the traveler alone on the road. The road, once foreboding, now stretched ahead with a newfound clarity. The moon emerged from the clouds, casting a gentle glow on the path that led away from the remnants of the haunted town. The air, once heavy with despair, now held a whisper of release. As the traveler continued their journey, they couldn't shake the memory of the haunted road. forever marked by the spectral tale that unfolded under the veil of night. The echoes of the past lingered, a reminder that some roads carry the weight of history, and only those who dare to confront the shadows can emerge into the light. On a desolate stretch of highway, bordered by towering pine trees that seemed to whisper secrets in the wind, a lone driver named Alex embarked on a journey that would plunge them into the depths of an otherworldly horror. The moon hung low in the sky, casting an eerie glow on the asphalt that stretched out endlessly before them. The road, cracked and worn, seemed to snake its way through a dense forest, the trees closing in like silent sentinels guarding an ancient secret. As Alex drove deeper into the night, the headlights carved through the darkness, revealing fleeting glimpses of gnarled branches and elusive shadows that danced at the edge of perception. A sense of unease settled over Alex, a feeling that the road itself held a malevolent energy. The car's engine hummed nervously, as if aware of the impending dread that clung to the air. The radio, a faint companion in the desolation, crackled with static, occasionally interrupted by cryptic whispers that sent shivers down Alex's spine. Miles passed, and the forest pressed in tighter, creating a claustrophobic tunnel of trees. The air inside the car grew heavy, and a distant howl echoed through the night. Not quite animal nor human. Alex's grip on the steering wheel tightened as the road seemed to coil like a serpent, leading them into an abyss of the unknown. A spectral mist rose from the forest floor, wrapping itself around the car like a shroud. Shapes moved within the fog, indistinct and haunting. Alex's breath quickened, and a chill settled deep into their bones. The whispers on the radio grew more insistent, weaving a tale of a long-forgotten tragedy that had befallen those who dared tread this cursed path. The headlights flickered, casting long, distorted shadows on the road ahead. The radio now emitted an agonized wail, a chorus of voices pleading for release from an unseen torment. Despite the growing dread, Alex pressed on, consumed by a compulsion to unravel the mysteries that clung to the haunted highway. Abruptly, the road opened up to a clearing bathed in an unnatural, sickly glow. In the center stood an ancient, dilapidated mansion, its windows shattered like vacant eyes. The air pulsed with an otherworldly energy as the car rolled to a reluctant stop. Alex hesitated, a sinking feeling settling in their stomach. As they stepped out into the clearing, the forest behind them seemed to close its ranks, trapping them in a realm between the living and the dead. The mansion's creaking doors beckoned, and with trepidation, Alex entered, the air inside heavy with the weight of forgotten memories. The mansion's halls echoed with phantom footsteps and whispered laments. Doors slammed shut of their own accord, trapping Alex in a labyrinth of despair. The walls bore witness to the tragic tale of a family cursed by a dark pact, their anguished faces captured in fading portraits. In the bowels of the mansion, a grand ballroom awaited, frozen in time. Spectral figures swirled in a macabre dance, their hollow eyes fixated on Alex. The music, a haunting melody that seemed to seep from the very walls, echoed through the cavernous space. As the night wore on, Alex confronted the tormented spirits that lingered within the mansion's confines. Each ghost revealed a fragment of the tragedy that bound them to this cursed place. The once opulent ballroom transformed into a stage for a spectral opera, recounting a tale of love, betrayal, and a pact sealed in blood. The mansion itself seemed to come alive, its walls pulsating with a malevolent force. Alex, now entwined in the spectral drama, sought to break the curse that held the souls captive. With each revelation, the air crackled with a growing tension, and the very fabric of reality seemed to unravel. In a climactic moment, the mansion convulsed, its spectral inhabitants unleashing a cacophony of anguished cries. The walls crumbled, and the clearing outside swallowed the remnants of the haunted mansion. Alex stood alone amidst the ruins, the forest no longer a suffocating presence. The moon, now unobscured, bathed the clearing in a soft light. The haunted highway, once a passage into the unknown, lay before Alex. But the malevolence that gripped the road had dissipated. The forest, once a realm of shadows, now stood